Now let's continue with synthetic division. And the next situation we're going to look at is, what about when the remainder isn't a 0? If we start with the quotient 12 divided by 5, we could think of this as asking how many 5s are there in 12. Well, there's 2 5s in 12, because 3 5s would give us 15, so that's too many. But there's 2 5s in 12. But then there's also a remainder of 2 more, because 2 5s will only get us to 10, not to 12. So this will be 2 with a remainder of 2. And usually people are taught to think of this as 2 plus the remainder written over the original divisor. Now, please notice that to check your work, if you did multiply 5 by 2 plus 2/5 and distribute, you'll get 10 plus 10 over 5, which is 10 plus 2, or 12. So we can use that same strategy to check our work. We can multiply the divisor to the quotient and remainder, and we should get the dividend. Now, the same situation occurs with synthetic division. So when you're done with this synthetic division problem, please try to check your work. We're not going to spend much time on it, but I just want you to see that it is the case that if you multiply the divisor to the quotient and remainder, you will get the dividend. So please use synthetic division and see how you do. Our divisor is a difference, so I'll start with my 6. I'll draw my line. My coefficients will be 3, negative 20, and 2. I'll drop my 3 below the line. I'll multiply to get 18 and add to get negative 2. I'll multiply to get negative 12 and add to get negative 10. And since I'm dividing a second degree by a first degree, my coefficient will be 3x and then minus 2 with a remainder of negative 10. Now, for those adventurous souls, you could start by saying I'm going to multiply x minus 6 to 3x minus 2 plus negative 10 over x minus 6. And then if we multiplied x minus 6 to 3x and x minus 6 to 2 and x minus 6 to this third term, and then distributed and distributed, and please notice the x minus 6's reduce, leaving just a negative 10, and then collected like terms, sure enough, we get the dividend. So I wanted to go through this one time with you just to show you that the idea still works, but from now on I'm not going to be checking in the videos because, as you can see, it takes a good bit of time. Alright, here's our next one. Please notice that our divisor isn't a difference this time, it's a sum. We need it to be a difference, so what can we do? The idea would be we know how to rewrite sums as differences. That is, we can rewrite this as x minus negative 3, and then we can use the subtrahend. So with that in mind, please use synthetic division to find the quotient and remainder. After thinking of the divisor as a difference, I can see my subtrahend is negative 3. My coefficients are 3, 2, and 4. I bring down 3. I multiply to get negative 9 and add to get negative 7. I multiply to get 21 and add to get 25. And I can see that my quotient will be 3x minus 7 with a remainder of 25. And here's the last one for this video. First, we're going to write our divisor as a difference. That means our subtrahend will be negative 1 with coefficients 1, negative 5, negative 4, and 3. We'll bring 1 below the line. Multiply will give us negative 1. Adding will give us negative 6. Our product will be positive 6. We'll add to get a 2. Our product will be a -2, and we'll add to get a 1. Noticing that our quotient is a third degree divided by a first degree. That implies we'll have 1x squared minus 6x plus 2 with a remainder of 1. Well, that will conclude this video where we have continued working with synthetic division.